What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Underage Packers. We wanted to give you a quick recap of everything that's been going on at the Packers roster. 1265 Lombardi. What's been going on at Raymond Field as the Packers continue their training camp practices. I'm Joey. You can follow me at Twitter at JoeyGPG. Joining me, as always, is my co-host Big B. How are you feeling today, week 2 of training camp?
Well, especially today, I am feeling absolutely on top of the world. Today is a very good day for me.
Yeah, before we get too far into the boring stuff, a very great day for Big TP. As you know, you just shared Evan Siegel's pictures as you usually do. I mean, I cannot urge you guys enough to follow Big Packers on Twitter because every single thing that occurs with the Packers, you will find on Big Packers, Big B's Instagram page. So he's doing his daily posts of the pictures that Evan Sinkle took at training camp. And there's this picture of Devontae Adams and Mercedes Lewis, which is a fantastic picture. And Aaron Rodgers reposts it on his Instagram story. How did you first see this? Was it like in your notifications, or were you just like clicking on your stories and like that's my username?
This I don't know. I don't even know who the guy is. He just randomly DMs me and I usually ignore him, but he sent it to me and I started freaking out. And it was from there I've gained like hundreds of followers. So it's
yeah, you're doing good business for the brand as well. Underage Packers, the official Instagram for our page, has gained like 3 followers in the last hour. It's like, man, people are checking out your bio. They want to see what else you got in store. So Big B, congrats.
Yep.
Welcome to the club. I think, Rodgers was a friend of the show these past few months, but I think it's official that we can call him a great friend of the show.
Yeah.
Rodgers, the first official great friend of the show. So that's that. Let's get to some football news, though. 2 retirements and these past 2 days. Simon Stepaniak, the 6th-round draft pick out of Indiana last year, has retired, as well as undrafted free agent and a favorite player of mine and Big B as well. Bailey Gaither have both retired, and I mentioned Bailey in our preview with Wes of a guy who's really going to make the most of his opportunity. I don't know if he'll make the roster, but I'm really excited to see maybe get a shot on the practice squad. Bailey Gaither, might not be pronouncing that right. He had a big play on Kevin Keene sometime this camp. Very fast guy from San Diego State. And I quite literally did the opposite.
Nice job. Jeez,
yeah, what a take on my part. I mean, will the Packers ever recover from these losses, Big B?
Man, it's tough to say. These are 2 Packer legends, all-time greats in the Packer organization. I just don't think they can do it. Might as well we don't have an owner, but just sell the team,
Exactly. I mean, really see what Aaron Rodgers was talking about. We'll have to get a clear press conference from Bailey and Simon, but I'm sure it's the exact same reasons. I really wish these long-established veterans were treated much better in their stay here in Green Bay. So with a corresponding move, Bailey retiring freed up a roster spot, as well as Simon freed up a roster spot. So they brought in Dennis Kelly. And then for the corresponding move for Bailey, they signed tight end Daniel Crawford. Some really interesting things about him from Northern Illinois University. I'm just looking at a picture and guessing that's what I'm seeing on his helmet. He is listed as a tight end, but he also has played fullback before. He's graded very highly as a fullback, so that screams Matt LaFleur. Offense all the way. Other than that, some things coming from training camp. One thing that I've kind of picked up on over the past few days is a lot. There's just a great volume of veteran players that are teaching these young guys, whether it be, Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon, very well teaching him. Mercedes Lewis and Robert Tunyon, which is a great, fantastic duo. Both those guys have done great things for the Packers. But Mercedes Lewis has a great experience that he can hand down to Robert. Big B, is there one that you're continuously noticing of a veteran giving some tips and tidbits to a guy behind him?
Okay, I'm gonna say, okay, this is not really a big player, but Aaron Rodgers and my boy Kurt Benkert. All right, we've seen. I know, it's silly, but it's true. Like,
yeah,
there's many videos of them teaching Kurt Benkert just random things. Same with Jordan Love though as well, but
sure.
I didn't want to be
too basic,
and so I'm gonna say Kurt Benkert. And Kurt Benkert is already a legend in Green Bay, so I don't know how much more he needs. But Aaron Rodgers and Kurt Benkert,
yeah, he's really doing his part to make sure Benkert doesn't turn into a journeyman quarterback, or at least one that's journeying onto practice squads. I do think he'll be on the practice squad, ironic enough, this year.
I think so too.
But yeah, you definitely see a lot of videos of Rodgers always likes to have fun with his quarterback room. He's having a great time out there with Jordan Love and Kurt. Constantly, it seems like every day we're getting film of Aaron Rodgers teaching them something about something and whatnot. And he's also Rodgers, well, with the wide receivers, corners, various different players that he's extending his knowledge to. So hopefully that will continue throughout the season and we can see more of that. Speaking of quarterbacks, Jordan Love, one thing that I've just kind of noticed after watching on Twitter, my very analytical, observant take from watching reporters talk about his practice, is that he's showing the skill, he's showing the talent that a lot of people know he had ever since his Utah State days. The reason why he was projected to be a first-round draft pick, the reason he was projected to be a starter someday. He has that talent, and then with the Packers trying to do with him, he's fostered that talent and really have him grow in-house to a really strong, complete player. And he's still definitely struggling with a lot of things, but he's starting to pick up on what you would hope a quarterback would after a first year in the offense, having more comfortability in the offense. We've heard Matt LaFleur talk about that. Aaron Rodgers, I believe so as well. A lot of the different wide receivers of Jordan Love just being more comfortable, more familiar with the offensive scheme, the playbook, and whatnot. So you like to see that. And then there's just some things where he isn't as consistent with his footwork, isn't consistent with his arm strength. So he's still definitely learning some things. But in my opinion, it's like what you would hope to see, the progress you'd hope to see in a second-year quarterback, especially after having no training camp, a very limited training camp, no off-season program, where you'd really be getting a lot of more attention in that off-season program to learn, and then obviously no preseason as well. So Jordan Love, obviously too early to say if he's going to be bad, if he's going to be great, but he's making the progress you'd hope to see.
And we'll see how far he has come. And what, next week? Next Saturday?
Next week.
Right?
Yep. Yeah. Next Saturday when
the
Green Bay Packers face off against the Houston Texans for a preseason match at Lambeau Field. It's going to be exciting. Me and Big B will be back recapping that game sometime in our next episode. I will be attending the game, so that will be exciting as well. Thanks everybody for watching. Big B, any final thoughts on the first 2 weeks of training camp?
Juwan Winfrey is making this roster. The dude is a beast. Yep. And Ben Braden is getting every opportunity he can to win that starting job, and I am excited to see what happens.
Two great points. When you had that mouthful, I thought you were trying to say Kurt Benkert, and I was like, oh, he has the same. The first name is the same. It's not Ben Kurt, But thanks everybody for watching. Make sure to follow the both of us on socials and our official Underage Packers accounts. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, and we'll see you later. As always, go Pack, go.